What's up, guys? It's Diggity D,
And Shin.
and we're here to talk about the October 8th edition of Monday Night Raw.
We're here to bust a nut on you.
Yeah, busting that nut. So Raw starts out with a little bit of a DX reunion. Just talking about how they don't respect the Brothers of Destruction and this 25-year mountain they've been climbing.
25-year mountain. Takes a long time.
So we finally have a match on Raw. It's Lashley versus Owens here.
Lio Rush is basically Abraham Washington.
And after the match, we basically get a bit of a heel turn from Lashley, so hopefully that works out for him.
Yeah.
A little bit better of a push for him, I suppose. Get a little bit of a backstage promo here with Balor
And Bailey.
Yep, and they just, talking about Mixed Match Challenge.
And then Jinder. Does Jinder and Alicia show up? I don't know.
No,
I know who does show up. Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley.
Yep, and, just cut a little bit of a heel promo, and that's the end of that little promo there.
Lio Rush said too sweet and everyone booed.
Next up, we are walking with Elias here as usual, and he talks about, Cena's hair and how it just looks ridiculous.
He also mentions that Australia and Chicago both suck.
Getting that heel heat like he usually does.
Also, the Cubs can't win a World Series.
Yep, just raining it in on Chicago, unfortunately. Next up, we get a little bit of a rematch from Super Showdown, another 6-woman match, the Riot Squad versus the Bellas and Ronda Rousey. And Riot Squad picks up the win here.
Liv Morgan looked pissed with Brie Bella when the match started.
Yep.
Pissed.
And at the very end, we got a little bit of a nice heel turn from the Bellas, setting up a nice women's title match for WWE Evolution.
We all knew it was going to happen. Let's be real.
Next up, we get mixed tag action with Balor and Bailey going ahead and going up against Jinder and Alexa. And not really much to report here. Just a short little match and coup de grace to win it all.
Had a nice ring to it.
Next up, we get a little bit of backstage friction between Ziggler, Braun Strowman, and Drew McIntyre. And apparently Drew McIntyre and Braun Strowman are just kind of sick of Ziggler just, missing the boat here.
Losing all the time.
He ate that loss there at Super Showdown, so
Pins.
just not having it.
Also, we got DX versus Brothers of Destruction made official for Crown Jewel. Who saw that coming?
I think everybody on the internet did. Everyone reported on it. You've probably read it everywhere, so.
We all saw it coming.
Yep, it's gonna happen. Shawn Michaels out of retirement after, 8 years? Go figure. Next up, we get a little bit of a global battle royal, and it's nothing really to report. It's just some.
What are you talking about? This had the lineup of the most elite wrestlers that you've heard of ever.
You've probably heard of every single one of these guys.
All of them.
But nice little trick here. We have a conquistador.
The return.
Yeah, we don't know who it is, if it's ENC or Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy, but turns out it's good old Kurt Angle. And we got a nice little swerve there. Swerve, bro!
Swerve Mania.
And we got a little bit of, a setup possibly here for Survivor Series with Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle.
Yeah!
Next up, we get a little bit of spirit of competition here. Just a couple friends going at it. Ember Moon versus Nia Jax.
Nia Jax definitely no-sold a pretty dope-looking suicide dive there, and that got followed up by her totally rocking her head on the LED apron.
And we finish it off with a nice little count-out finish, and Ember Moon wins the match.
They're friends still!
Yeah, friends! Next up, we get a little bit of a promo here in the in-ring from Trish Stratus, and she's just basically talking about how Alexa Bliss is, full of BS, and, next thing you know, we get a little bit of an interruption from who?
The goddess, Alexa Bliss. Side note, Trish sounds so Canadian, eh?
Yeah, just really thick on the accent there tonight, I should say last night.
Yeah, Lita shows up.
And Mickey James here, and what year is it again? I don't know. It sounds 1998. Who knows?
It's 3030.
Yep, that's exactly what year it is.
Voltron 0.
Look forward to that. Here we go again, you guys, with the Ascension taking on Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. I just feel bad for Bobby Roode on this one. He's so good.
I've never heard more appropriate CM Punk chants in my life.
It's Chicago, hot crowd. They just didn't care.
Were they in Chicago?
Yeah, they were in Chicago last night. Yes. That's why the Cubs comment there.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Also, we get maybe a little bit of a tease of Bobby Roode turning heel, possibly with that Steel win again from Chad Gable. Next thing you know, AOP just comes out and destroys them both. Actually, they destroy everybody in the ring, if I'm not mistaken.
A little bit of a kicking of the ass.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Yep. We'll see what happens from here.
Before we go any further, I just want to say that I was cuddling with my cat and vastly asleep at this point in Raw, so this one will be all diggity.
Yeah, so basically we just, get ready to close out the night here with the Paul Heyman promo. And, he just talks about how, they're destroying each other all over, that being Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns all over the world. And next thing you know, Paul Heyman gets interrupted by the Shield, and we're getting ready for some Shield versus Drew and Braun Strowman and Dolph Ziggler action here. So talk about friction in the ring here. We keep getting just Braun Strowman just angry at Dolph Ziggler. He just screaming and yelling at him. At one point in the match, he just kind of goes up and just kind of gives him a nice choke and says, that's how you take care of business. That's how you get rid of the competition. Next thing you know, Drew wins with the Claymore kick to win the match, and Dogs of War come out on top. After that, we have the music cuts out. Next thing you know, you see the Shield just in the ring laid out, and Dean Ambrose just kind of walks out. So who knows what that's about? More heel turn, maybe, possibly. We'll see in the future. And that's going to do it all for Monday Night Raw on October 8th. As always, I'm Diggity D.
Chen.
You know where to follow us at. I am at that high wrestling guy.
That freaking Mark.
Instagram, all that good stuff.
The gram.
Check us out. Like, share, subscribe if you like. And stay tuned for more.
What's up with those championship belts?